Recently, I have opened up a stem cell clinic in Dubai, and one of the things I've noticed is the amount of people that are actually coming in for hair rejuvenation. So yes, believe it or not, there is an applied science behind this. So it's not just for serious illnesses. It's not just for bone damage, tissue damage, any sort of other problems that you're facing within the body. You can actually use stem cells to be injected directly into your scalp, which can increase it can increase the rejuvenation within your hair, and it can make baby hairs grow, and it can actually make thinner hairs grow thicker hairs. um, I've had 3 patients in the last 6 weeks who have specifically been treated for hair thinning. So, of course, they're thinning around the scalp, and they need some sort of treatment to make the hair a little bit more thicker, right? Or to just stop the hair fall here. In all cases of treatment that we have done with our doctors, with those patients, they have not only seen effects quickly, but their hair have stopped falling out. So the first thing that we immediately noticed was that patients were within 3 weeks' time. They were mentioned after the treatment. They were saying our hair have stopped falling out, and two people have already reported that there's baby hair growing. So when it comes to stem cell treatment for hair rejuvenation, for hair loss, it definitely works. That's a fantastic treatment that I've seen working, and many people are doing it now. So it's not just like, I remember back in the old days, you would have to go to Turkey. You'd go to Turkey and get a hair transplant. Of course, if you want to do that, you could absolutely do that as well. That's one thing. You've also probably seen the viral TikTok videos of people stamping the little needles in their scalp to make the holes in the scalp so that hair grows out, and then they're applying oil, minoxidil, all these treatments. So yes, this would have a impact on your scalp within 6 to 12 months, if that, right? So we just got to make sure we understand this. If it gives you a impact within 6 to 12 months, not guaranteed, okay? So so for these treatments, you're paying about $1,000 on average per month, because the oil runs out, the minoxidil runs out, and you got to apply it twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day, to see results within 6 to 12 months. So you're talking about $1,000 a month that you're spending on this treatment. And not only that, if you go to Turkey and spend, you're talking about $10,000 roughly to get a complete hair transplant. So if you add it up, it works out around about $6,000 to $12,000, $6,000 to $10,000 anyway that you're spending on this sort of treatment. So if you put that aside and you look at stem cell treatment, of course it's a little bit more expensive, but you're talking about long-term impact, which is going to solve the problem. This is where stem cell treatment is completely sitting in a factor of its own. It's sitting in its own category. It's sitting in its own throne, if you know what I mean, compared to the others. Because the other things you're going to have to keep using. You have to use it day in and day out. You're going to get sick of using it, and you're going to keep spending money on that. The stem cell treatment is what you're looking at. It's a one-off thing that you want to do. You pop the money in, you get it done, and you're going to see results. You're going to see an impact coming quickly, because stem cells, it's your body's natural recovery thing. It's the cells that's going to help you repair the damaged tissue, the damaged areas. So imagine injecting this into your scalp, and it's going to repair those damaged follicles. It start to kickstart those baby hairs growing. This is what you want to see. For me personally, two of my patients clearly told me that they had been using minoxidil for over 6 to 12 months. One of them was using one of the oils. I'm sure you can write it in the comments down below. It's a very famous oil. That bald guy on TikTok made it famous, right? You know the one I'm talking about, right? That guy. And and also the stamping. So all of them had said they had done this. And a patient that we've seen this week in the last couple of days, he had already been to a hair transplant treatment within Turkey already. And what they've reported is that a lot of their hair fell out. So the new hair that they had implanted within Turkey within about 4 to 5, 6 months time, as you know, those hair go. He had reported about 50 to 60% of those hairs had fallen out. So if you ask me, spending $10,000 on something like that to experience at least 50% of the hair to be lost, I don't think that's a good idea. I think that's for me that's a loss. For me, I want to put my money to make sure that I get a solid treatment, I get a solid result at the end. So he's going in for stem cell treatment because he wants his hair back and he knows this is the only way that's going to get it done. Okay, so based on the treatments that we've seen, hair have stopped falling out, and one patient has already said baby hairs have started emerging, which is very, very good. Okay, so that's stem cell treatment for your hair loss, and of course hair rejuvenation and increasing the thickness of the hair as well. We are seeing signs of this. So guys, if you like the sound of what you're hearing and you like to try a new method of growing your hair, absolutely, why not book yourself a free consultation with me or one of my doctors on Zoom, and we can have that conversation. There's a link in the description below. You can speak to me, and also my doctor will be also online when we speak, when we converse on Zoom, and we can have a confidential private chat to see and understand some of the symptoms that you're facing when it comes to hair loss, or it could be some other areas that you'd like to discuss. Everything is completely confidential. Nothing is reported officially to anyone. There's nothing reported to any authorities. It's a completely confidential, private discussion to meet your expectations and understand what your requirements are. And that's it. We will also share with you how many treatments that you need, what is the overall cost, how long does it take for the treatment, is there any side effects. We will discuss that fully in all details, so you walk out completely satisfied and able to know, yep, I trust these guys, I want to book my treatment with one of my doctors or at one of my centers here. Okay, so guys, if you'd like to do that, so obviously click the link below in the description and you can do that, and I hope to see you soon in one of our stem cell therapy sessions very soon. And guys, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below and click the bell icon so you're notified of all my new videos getting uploaded. Thank you so much for watching.